Every summer in the coastal city of Puri, India, over 10 lakh people gather for the Rath Yatra. It is one of the largest human congregations on earth, centered around massive wooden chariots moving slowly through the streets. But the supreme deity they are here to see isn't carved from flawless marble or cast in solid gold. He is made entirely of wood, and he appears completely unfinished, with massive round eyes, a block-like body, and absolutely no hands. Ancient texts say King Indradyumna received a divine message that a supreme being would arrive on the shore as a simple log. When a fragrant, glowing neem tree washed up on the beach, the king hired the cosmic architect Vishvakarma to carve the idols, agreeing to one strict condition: no one could open the workroom door until he was finished. Driven by anxiety and the urging of his wife, the king broke his promise and opened the door. Vishvakarma vanished instantly. Left behind were the heavy, unpolished wooden forms, a state known today as Daru Brahma, or the divine in wood. Inside the main temple, 3 specific figures stand side by side. Jagannath, painted black, represents the cosmos. His older brother, Balabhadra, in white, represents strength, and their sister Subhadra, in yellow, stands between them. By remaining in this imperfect, handless form, the deity rejects human standards of physical status or social rank. This philosophy is enforced at the temple gates. Inside, the rigid caste systems of the outside world dissolve, and kings are required to eat from the same floor as the commonest pilgrims. The deities are housed in an enormous 214-foot stone structure. Built in the 12th century under King Chaturanga, the main shrine is a towering example of Kalinga architecture. Look at the very top of that spire. The red flag tied to the heavy metal wheel, the Nil chakra, consistently flaps in the exact opposite direction of the coastal breeze. Even more unusual is the airspace directly above the central dome. You will never see a single bird resting on the spire, nor any commercial aircraft flying over its vertical airspace. Then there is the main entrance, the Singhdwar Gate. Outside, the Bay of Bengal crashes loudly against the shore. Step inside the boundary wall, and the sound of the ocean completely drops out. Walk back out at night, and the crashing waves immediately return. When the wind blows backwards and the ocean falls silent at the gate, the temple ceases to feel like a monument and begins to feel like a heavy, breathing presence. Because the deities are treated as living beings, they require daily sustenance. The temple houses what is widely considered the largest kitchen on earth, where 500 cooks prepare 56 specific dishes, the shop and bogue, every single day. Cooks stack 7 unglazed clay pots vertically over a single open wood fire. Thermodynamics says the bottom pot should cook fastest, yet defying logic, the rice in the topmost pot always finishes cooking first, sequentially working its way down. This living treatment extends beyond daily meals to an annual journey. Every summer, 3 colossal 40-foot-tall wooden chariots are constructed entirely from scratch. They are built purely with interlocking wood and ropes, without a single metal nail, to carry the deities through the city. Before these massive chariots move, the official king of Puri arrives in person. He takes a golden broom and sweeps the dirt road directly in front of the wheels. This massive culinary operation and the public servitude of a monarch reinforce a strict hierarchy. Here, human kings are merely caretakers, bowing to the wooden statues that actually rule. Treating a wooden statue as a living being introduces a harsh biological reality. Wood decays. Like anything that lives, the physical bodies of these deities must eventually die. Every 12 to 19 years, the temple undergoes a ritual called Nabakalebara, the creation of new bodies. Priests scour the forests for a highly specific neem tree. It must have an anthill at its base, a snake living nearby, completely lack bird nests, and bear the natural markings of Vishnu's weapons. Once the new wooden figures are carved, the final transfer happens on a specific midnight. The entire power grid for the city of Puri is shut off, casting the streets and the temple into absolute darkness. Inside the temple, select senior priests navigate the pitch-black chamber. They are tightly blindfolded, their hands wrapped in thick cloth to block their touch. Working blind, they reach into a cavity in the chest of the old decaying statue, extract a mysterious object, and place it into the new wooden form. This object is the Brahma Padartha. Ancient texts describe it as the unburnt physical heart of Sri Krishna. No living human is allowed to see what it looks like, or even feel its texture. The Jagannath tradition endures because it mirrors the human condition. The deities are born, they are fed, they travel, and eventually their physical forms decay and are reborn. It is a continuous, deeply guarded cycle that sustains an ancient promise of equality that science still cannot quantify.